Hi, Rochelle here from Timesact. In this video, I'll quickly explain what selling plans are and how they make pre-orders work smoothly in your store. Now, what is a selling plan? A selling plan is a rule book for your pre-order products. It sets how and when customers pay, when the item is expected to ship, any pre-order discounts, and how Shopify manages inventory. Why do you need one? For pre-orders, a selling plan is required. It lets you choose a full or partial payment, set a fixed or flexible shipping date, and offer pre-order discounts. It also ensures Shopify updates inventory correctly. Now, to manage your selling plan, let's go to Settings, and then under Selling Plans here on our Timesact app, then let's view Selling Plan. So you can either select an existing one and hit Edit, or set a new selling plan like this. Now remember, selling plan names must be unique to avoid configuration errors once you hit save. For example, we can set this as pre-order because that's what you can see here on our existing selling plans. We don't have a simple pre-order selling plan name just yet. So let's create this selling plan, and we should be routed to the configuration section, and each selling plan has each of their own key settings. Now let's start with the first one. First is the selling plan details. This will be visible on your website, specifically selling plan name, which will be visible on the cart and checkout page right below the product name. Selling plan description, which will be visible on the product page right below the pre-order button. Please note that selling plan name is a required section by Shopify as well, so ensure that the message there is always available. The selling plan description is just optional, so you can leave that blank. So once you're all set with the selling plan details, we can then jump to shipping date. For the shipping date, please note that these four options right here, whatever you select here, will affect the fulfillment status for each of your pre-orders. For example, for not set, it will be marked as unfulfilled, date will be marked as scheduled, period and interval will be both on hold. So depending on the shipping date that you will select here, please note that the fulfillment status will also change. So once you're all set with that, we can then jump for billing policy. You will notice there are two options. You can either charge the customer full amount or set up a partial payment for a 0 deposit or a 10-15% deposit depending on your campaign. But before we proceed with the partial payments information, if you notice that if we scroll right back up under selling plan details, there is only two boxes to add a message here, right? But if we select partial payment, there you go. Under selling plan details, you will notice there's another box, selling plan option. By default, this is marked as 10% deposit. So depending on the setting that you will set here under partial payment, whether you will charge them an upfront payment or set this as 0, and for the final payment date when you will be charging them for the remaining balance, please change the message here to avoid confusing your customers, because this will be visible on the product page right above the pre-order button. Okay, so once that's all set, we can jump to discount. Please note that our discount is always automatically applied at checkout. So if you add a discount on our app, it will not be visible on any sections on your website, unless, of course, if you add that information here, here, or here. So if you also have an existing discount already on a third-party app or on Shopify, the customer will also receive double discount, because since ours will only automatically apply to checkout, if they have a code that they can use during checkout as well, it will be applied twice. So once you're all set with a discount, we can then jump to inventory policy. By default, this is marked as on sale, which means that for every checkout, your inventory will be updated, or for every orders, your inventory will be updated. For example, you have 0 in stock right now. There are 3 orders with 1 item each. Your inventory will be updated to -3, and then -4, -5, so on and so forth, depending on how many orders has been placed. While if you set this as on fulfillment, It will only be applied or it will only be updated for every fulfilled orders. So your stock would remain 0 up until the day that you will start fulfilling all of those. So once you're all set with the inventory policy that you will select, you can then scroll right back up, double check all of the information, and then hit save. So once you're saved, you have already saved the selling plan. We can go to products and then add products right here. And then let's try this product that has a lot of variants. Then hit proceed. Now, if you're confused on how to process the pre-order functionality, we have a separate video that is explaining or that explains how the pre-order works and how to add pre-order products on our app. So here, let's skip this part, and then for the selling plan right here. So when you have already created an existing selling plan, instead of creating a new one when you start adding products on our app, you can just select an existing one right here, and then select this drop down button, and then choose the selling plan that you would need for this specific product. So let's try the one that we have just created. So you will see all of the settings right here. Please note that it is grayed out for a reason because you're not able to configure this one. You would only be able to configure it under settings section right there. So once that's all set, double check once again if all of the configurations here for the pre-order is correct, and then hit save. So there. Now the product is added with the pre-order selling plan that we have selected. Template, pre-order global is the template. Now, reassigning a selling plan. For example, you suddenly change your mind, hey, I don't want to set a partial payment for this variant. For example, for this purple variant, I don't want to set up a partial payment for this variant. I want to receive full amount during checkout. Now, you can create a new selling plan for that and then reassign that selling plan to this variant. And you don't have to remove this variant and then re-add it again and then set the selecting existing selling plan. You can just go here on our product section, and then under the selling plan column right here, click this drop down button and then select the selling plan that you would need for this specific variant or for this specific order. So once that's all set, you should be good to go. Now, common issues and fixes. If you remember earlier, I mentioned configuration error. That would happen if you create a selling plan that has the same name to an already existing one. Say for example, let's use this purple variant again. Let's hit edit. And then let's change this to create a new one. And then name the plan name as pre-order. You will notice there would be an error. And then if you hit save, you will receive this error message as well. This is an error in the configuration because the name that we have here for the plan name is already existing. So that's that. So please make sure you have a really unique plan name to avoid that specific error. And then, say for example, something is not updating. If the message that you have updated under selling plan name or selling plan description is not showing up on the website, we would suggest is you go here on our product section, switch the existing selling plan that is currently assigned here to another selling plan, make sure the variant is updated, and then switch it back to the original one. That way, the system would read the changes. And if it's still not working, please let us know. You can always send us an email at support@timesact.com or reach us out on our chat support system that is always open 24/7 right here. And somebody will be with you within seconds. All right. So if there are any topics or any information that you still want to be clarified on, let us know and we'll be happy to assist. So, a well set selling plan keeps your pre orders clear and accurate, and so make sure that you review your settings regularly to stay up to date. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't hesitate to reach us back should there be any additional concerns. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.